for your kind introduction. I will share my slide now. Okay. So Ahara is one among the Trayopastamba. It plays an important role in maintaining the swasthya of an individual. Coming to Kritana Varga, it is a in Kritana Varga, there are a lot of explanations regarding the cooking skills. We should follow the healthy way of consumption of food. Raw food is converted into a complete digestible form by cooking. This will make the food acceptable and suitable as per the conditions. Ayurveda has introduced us art of personalized cooking through a part called as the Kritana Varga. When we explain Kritana Varga, there is a textbook called as Kshema Kutuhala, which is the first work in a series on dietetics. It covers a wide array of food preparation with health benefits. Written by Kshema Sarma, it was written in 16th century. There are 12 chapters called as Utsavas, and more than 200 preparations are dealt here. So Kshema is well-being and Kutuhala means curiosity. So these are the preparations which arise out of curiosity for the well-being of people. There are a lot of preparations which is explained in the form of Kritana Varga in Brihatrayis as well as Laghutrayis. Before going to Kritana Varga as such, we'll see the classification of food. The food is classified as Ashitam, Khaditam, Pitam and Leedam. There is another classification like Choshyam, that is suckable foods, Payam, drinkables, Lehyam, that lickable foods, Bhojyam, or eatables, Bhakshyam, which is little bit hard, it has to be bitten and eaten, and Charvyam, which are the hard foods. So we'll start with the Kritana Varga with the Manda preparation. So Manda is a preparation where we take rice 1 part and 14 parts of water is added to this. It is Vata Anulomana, Pachana and relieves the Trishna and Glani. It is only the watery content is present in the Manda. Coming to next preparation, which is Peya. Peya contains more amount of water, more water and less content of rice. It relieves Kshut, Trishna, Glani, Daurbalya, Kukshiroga and Jwara. It is Pathyam, Deepanam and Pajanam. Here also we take 1:14 ratio. 1 part rice and 14 parts water for the cooking. In the Manda, there are various types like Ashtaguna Manda, Vatya Manda and Laja Manda. Ashtaguna Manda is prepared by taking the mudga and tandula in equal quantity, into which we add dhanyaka, trikatu, saintava and hingu. The supernatant water portion is taken and it is Rakta Vardhana, Jwarahara and Sarva Dosha Hara. Yava, if it is used, it becomes Vatya Manda, and when Laja is being used, it is Laja Manda. Laja Manda is Kapha Pitta Haram, Grahi and Jwarahara. Vilepi is the thick rice gruel. Here we use 1:4 as the ratio, 1 part rice and 4 parts of water cooked to a thick gruel format, and it is Grahi, Hrityam, Deepanam. It relieves Vrana, Akshiroga, and it is ideal after Shodhana. Yavagum is prepared by adding by taking 1 part of rice to 6 parts of water and cooked. It is also a thick gruel, and it is used as it is Grahini, Balyam, Tarpini, and Vata Nashini. Odana, we take 1:5 as the ratio, and it is a cooked rice, also called as Bhakta, Bhojya, etc. as per the classics. Yusha is the pulses which is cooked in 18 parts of water. Any Shimbi Dhanya can be taken, and if it is cooked with 18 parts of water, it is called as the Yusha. It should be cooked in Mandagni till the Shimbi Dhanya is cooked. It is Valakarakam, Lekhu, and Ruchikaram. As per the Shimbi Dhanya used, there are varieties like Mudga Yusha, Kulatha Yusha, Chanaka Yusha, and Masura Yusha. Krishara, as we explained, here in the Krishara preparation, we take rice along with pulses is being taken in equal 1:1 proportion, and then it is added with water, and then it is cooked by adding ginger, salt, and hingu. It is Shukralam, Balyam, Pitta, Kafam. It increases Pitta and Kafam and eliminates Mala and Mutra. It is also thick in its consistency. Parpada is a preparation explained in Bhava Prakasha, where we take flour of Masha is taken. It is added with water and a dough is made. Into this, we add hingu, haridra, lavana, and jeeraga. It is made into thin cakes and dried in the sun. Whenever we need it, we fry it in oil and it is used. It is Deepanam, Pajanam, Ruksha, and Guru. And it is one of the best treatment for Aruchi. Next is Raga Khandavam, explained in Yoga Ratnakara. It is unripe mango is taken and it is cut into slices. This is fried in ghee and cooked in sugar syrup. Once it is cooked, we can add Ela, Maricha, Karpura. And it is stored in mud pot. It is Balyam, Pushtikaram, Aruchi, Nashakam. It can be an ideal jam-like preparation for the small kids. Rasalam, also called as Shikarini. Here we take one part of curd should be taken after removing the water content. To this, we have to add half part of sugar and half part of water. And then it is poured over the thick cloth and it is filtered. The supernatant, the residual water which we get, the curd, through the filtered water which we get, has been added with the Ela, Lavanga, and Karpura, and it is called as Rasalam. It is Valyam, Shukralam, Madhuram, Rojanam, Deepanam. This is ideal as Pathya for Rakta Pitta, Trishna, Daham, and Pratishayam. Another preparation is Sattakam as per Bhava Prakasha. In this, it is also a preparation by using curd. Here, the curd has to be taken and it is added with Lavanga and Vyusha. And then churn the curd, and to this we add seeds of pomegranate. We can sprinkle a little bit of Karpura for this before using. And it is Hrityam, Madhuram, Snigdham, Vadaharam, and Lagu. Vataka or Vada, Bhava Prakasha is used nowadays by us. So it is a dough of Masha is taken. It is added with Lavana, Ardraga, and Hingu. It is made into round disc and it is cooked in oil over the mild fire. It is Valyam, Brahmanam, Viryavarthanam, and Ruchyam. Lapsika is a preparation out of wheat. So here we can use either wheat flour or rava also can be taken. Wheat flour is fried in grita. Then it is the fried wheat flour is then put into milk and added with sugar and cooked. When it should be stirred till it solidifies, and then we should add lavanga and maricha to this. It is Brahmana, Vrishya, Balya, Guru, and Tarpada. It can be given as a food for small kids. Grita Pura Bhakshya. Wheat dough along with milk, sugar, and coconut grating should be mixed. And then it should be made in the small disc and can be steamed or it can be, then it can be fried in a little bit of ghee. And it is Hridya, Vada Pittahara, Vrishya, and Guru. Veshavaram is a preparation in Ashtanga Hridaya has been explained. It is a minced meat preparation. Here the meat which is cooked should be taken, it should be minced and it should be added with Guda, Jeeraka, Nagara, Dhanyaka, and Krita. Then it can be made into flattened balls and it should be cooked by either steaming or by adding or cooking in frying a little bit of Grita. Samyava is a preparation where we use wheat dough is taken. It is added with milk, sugar, and kneaded and made into thin disc. Then it has to be fried in ghee. Then we can add powder of sugar candy, Ela, and Mariza can be sprinkled on top of this and used. Mudgadi Modaka is also another preparation explained in Bhava Prakasha, where we take the fine flour of green gram is taken. It should be mixed with water and then it should be poured through a sieve into the ghee, which is kept in a kadai. And then the green gram will be poured into that ghee. And once it is cooked well, we have to take it and then put in the sugar syrup. Then it has to be rolled into a ladduga form and used. It is Lakhu, Grahi, Tridoshakna, Chakshushya, Jwaraharam, Balyam, and Tarpanam. Surana Modaka is explained in Kshema Kutuhala. We all know that Surana is explained as Pathya in many of the disorders. So here, Surana is taken, it is cut into pieces and it is boiled. And then this part is taken, this boiled Surana is taken and cooked in Krita, and then it is mixed with sugar syrup. It is a sweet dish and it is practiced in some places also. It is Valya, Varnya, Agni Deepana, and it is ideal for disease like Charmakila, skin disorders. Madhu Shirshaka. Here, wheat dough is taken, it's taken and made into thin disc, into which we add lump of sugar and ghee are kept inside this, and it is enveloped all around and cooked in steam. We have a similar preparation to this in Kerala, which we call it as the where we take the rice powder instead of wheat. We make the dough out of rice powder. Then inside stuffing, we keep the sugar, ghee, as well as the coconut gratings. So that is also cooked in steam. It is belia. One more preparation, this Bedhamika. Bedhamika is explained in Bhava Prakasha. This is also a cake which is prepared with wheat flour. So wheat dough is made into small round disc, and inside that paste of masha is placed and it is rolled on all the four sides. Then it is steamed, and it is balyam, ruchyam, anilaharam, santarpanam, guru, brahmanam, shukralam, and stanyam. It is said to be patya in Arshas, Shwasaroga, and Vaitika Shula. Mandaka. Here, the wheat flour is made into soft balls by sprinkling the water and made into thin cakes. These cakes are baked on open pan or on earthen vessel. Then it can be taken along with ghee or with milk and sugar or with the mamsarasa. It is Brahmana, Vrishya, Balya, Ruchikara, Grahi, Lakhu, and Dosha Trayapaha. Bharzita Karavalli. We know that Karavallaka is a Patya Dravya. It is useful, it couldn't be any of the diseases. So it explained in Kshema Kutuhala. The Karavalli can be taken and it can be dipped in buttermilk, which is processed with hingu and salt. We have to keep the bitter gourd dipped in buttermilk for nearly 20 minutes. And afterwards, take it out and then fry it in little bit of butter, very less amount of butter. And it is useful to treat Rekta Pitta, Kamala, Pandu, Krimi, and Kapha Medajit. Kadali Phalaghadhyam. It is banana roast. So we prepare it in Kerala mostly. Banana pieces are made, and then it is being fried in grita, and it is sprinkled with hingu, ela, and maricha. And this can be given for, it's very good for kids, small children. It is Madhura Sheetam in its nature, Pitta Vadajit. It is useful to treat Daha and Kshata Kshaya. Kasara or wheat kesari. Here we use the wheat flour. The wheat flour should be taken and it should be fried in grita. And then we should be, once it is fried well, it should be cooked in the sugar syrup till it comes into a consistency of kesari or wheat halwa. It is good, it elevates kapha and pitta. It is useful to treat nausea as well as it is helpful to restore the lost appetite. Palalam is a preparation in Bhava Prakasha where we take equal amount of tila and guda. Tila and guda are pounded together and this mixture is made into balls. It is mainly with tila and guda. It is malakrit, vrishya, vadakna, kapha pittakrit, brimhanam, guru, and snigdham. Now coming to panakam. There are various panakas which is explained in the Brihatrayas. It is nothing else but the juice of the fruits. It helps to increase the strength, improves the perception of taste, helps to pacify vata and pitta dosha, is useful in the charadi, mada, morsha, trishna sort of conditions. It is shita and mathura in its rasa. Nimboga phala panakam. So here we have to take 1 part of lemon juice. It should be mixed with 6 parts of sugar syrup. Then we need to add required amount of cloves as well as black pepper for the taste. And it is amlarasa, vatanashaka, vanni deeptikara, and ruchyam. Amlika bhala panakam, sanata panakam, which is explained. Here we take ripe tamarind. It should be the juice of the ripe tamarind is extracted, to which we add sugar, black pepper, cloves, and camphor. It is vadanashakam, pitta sleshmakaram, ruchyam, and vanni both. Hema kirana panakam. It is very ideal for this Grishma Ritu. So here we can take the pomegranate as well as the tender coconut water should be made together into juice form, and then we can add sufficient amount of sugar and use. References Kshema Kutuhalam. It is Ruchyam, Vrishyam, Balapradam, Vadaharam, Kafakaram, Guru. Ideal for this Grishma Ritu. Dhanyaka Panakam or coriander juice. So here we can take the coriander seeds are crushed very well, and then it is mixed with water and strained. And to this strained water, we add the sugar as well as karpura. And it is an ideal pitta hara dravya, and it should be stored in mrinmaya patra for getting the ideal effect. Kharbujeya rasalam or watermelon lassi. It's another preparation from Kshema Kutuhala, where the watermelons are being kharbujeya has been taken, and it is along with the curd. It has been mixed and made into juice form. It is ruchyam, hrityam, balyam, mutrakrit, and pittaknam. And it also helps to restore the jఠrāഗ്നി and a very good drink for the Grishma Ritu. Takram, where we take 1 part of thick curd, is mixed with 4 parts of water, and we add hingu, jeerakam, lavanam into this and mix it well. It is ruchikaram, agni deepanam, pajanam, and triptikaram. Kholam is also preparation with curd, where we churn the curd and remove the fat, and should be stained through a cloth and then mix it with fried jeera and saindava. It will be thick in consistency, and it is useful in Atisara, Mandakni. It is Ruchyam and Balapradam. Jali is a preparation with unripe mango. Unripe mango fruits are made into a paste. It is dissolved in the water, and add powder of Rajika, Lavana, and Hingu into this. And it is Kantha Shodhana, Rochana, and Agni Deepana by property. Saktu is a ideal drink for tiredness. So here we can take husked grains are fried, and this fried and then powdered. This powder is called as saktu. This powder can be mixed with water and taken. It is lakhu, and it relieves kshut, trishna, shrama, and netra roga. As based on the contents used, it is named certain names like Yava Saktu, Shali Saktu, and Chanaka Saktu are available. Handa Kuchmanda is a preparation with the ash god, where we take ash god and we use along it has been cooked in the ghrita, and we add sugar syrup into it, and then once it is cooked, we can sprinkle it with the black pepper and cardamom. It is balyam, ruchyam, and brahmanam. Shirika or payasa is a preparation which is also with rice. Rice is cooked with kshira, and by adding sufficient quantity of ghrita and sugar, and it is pittahara, increases the bala. It is brahmana and also vishtamba haram. It has been explained in the Bhava Prakasha. Karambakam is also a rice preparation similar to the curd rice which we have. References Kshema Kutuhala. Here the cooked rice should be mixed with the curd, and the consistency should be neither very thick or thin, and this similar to the curd rice. So it is hridyam, shridam, and pushtikarakam. It is good to use it in the Sharad as well as the Grishma Ritu. Nalikera kshirika, sweet preparation. Here the coconut pulp is taken. It is grated and boiled in the cow's milk in Mandakni. And then add sugar as well as cow's ghee to this during the time of boiling. Make it into a thick consistency by stirring. And then it is Snigdha, Guru, Madhura, Vrishya, Raktapitta, Hara. Amrita Rasa is a preparation told in Kshema Kutuhala with Shashtika Shali. The Shashtika rice is taken and it is pounded very well. It is mixed with the sugar syrup and curd. And then it has to be kneaded. And the Shashtika Shali along with curd should be kept overnight. So it is a fermented preparation. And then cake is made of out of this and fried in the ghee. Vada Pittaharam, Hridyam, Sheetam, and Arochaka Haram. Prathuka is explained in Ashtanga Hridaya. It is nothing else but the parched rice. The rice which is parched and flattened is called as Prathuka. The paddy which is not husked is made wet, and then slightly it is fried and then flattened. And it is Guru and Vishtambakrit. It has been explained. It is called as Chipita in Bhava Prakasha. Ardraka Modaka is ginger candy. So it is also explaining Shema Kotuhala preparation. So here the ginger has been along with is added with the swarasa of the ginger is taken, and then it has been added with sufficient amount of sugar candy and cooked along with rice flour, and it is made into a thick consistency. And then we can add ela as well as grita into that. Once it comes into a thick consistency, we can cut and use it. Make into pieces and use it. It is ruchyam, kandhyam, Agni Janakam, and Shwasa Kasa Haram. So these are some of the glimpses which I have taken from Kritana Varga. There are a lot more of preparations which we can take and use, and which is very much useful as pathya, has been told as pathya in certain disorders. So good food is always leading to good health, and good health always leads to good life. Thank you all, and thank you all the organizers for giving me this opportunity to present in this venue. Thank you.